Hello everypony, my name is Moonlight and welcome to my studio. On today's topic I'd like to discuss a beloved childhood favorite of mine, Ratchet Clank, of today and the way it used to be. Alright, let's just get started with how it is today. Well, I am for one happy that it's still around. Well, too bad it's not quite the way it used to be. For instance, let's just go back to the past. So Ratchet Clank, 2002, if I remember correctly, was when the first one came out. I was just but a little colt back in the day, so it was quite an introduction for a nice childhood game of mine. So, the way they've been treating Ratchet as of late, it doesn't match the magic that the first 4 games back in the day. The big issue I have with Ratchet today is they make him too goofy and just plain like a comic relief character. In the older days, Ratchet used to be a very serious, mature, well-developed hero. And he doesn't have that feel anymore. In the game itself, the game is, I've tried Tools of Destruction. It's not that bad, but it's too short for me, and it doesn't really feel the same as the old days used to be. Now, I don't know if I'm just being picky or not, but you see, the way Ratchet used to be back in the day, it had like a very interesting setting and idea behind it. Like the whole weapon upgrading system, that's still around today, but the overall weapon design and how the gameplay functions and story, it's not as strong, and it doesn't impact me like it did back in the day. Even looking back on those games now, they were quite powerful on many levels with the story and the character development, gameplay, heck, even the graphics and how smooth the gameplay was. Today the graphics are nice and pretty and all, but it looks like they focused more on that than they did with the quality of the story and referencing maybe a few games of the past. One of my big issues is sadly the movie. I was actually going to give it a chance, but there was already some reviews and trailers out, so I decided to take a look, see what I'm going to be in for. I was shamefully disappointed by what I was watching, unfortunately, and I apologize for those who actually like it. If you like it, good for you. It's just my personal opinion. I am sadly disappointed horrendously. They said it's supposed to capture the originality of the first game. There's barely anything from the first game in it. I mean, yeah, Chairman Drek, the main villain of the first game, is in there. Unfortunately, he's like an annoying salesman guy, for instance. Like, he's so cocky and dumb, and he has eyes. I mean, he looks weird. I mean, come on, he's an alien. You gotta expect some unhuman qualities like the eyes. I mean, I know I'm nitpicking here, but the fact is, it doesn't capture anything. I mean, look at Ratchet and Clank themselves. Throughout the first game, they were not fighting, but they were arguing and not getting along after a climax point in the game, and all that Ratchet wanted was revenge on Captain Quark, etc. And they had to go through major development throughout the whole entire game until the very end when the two of them finally got along and became great friends. The movie, they get along and became straight up friends on the get-go. It's like, whoa, hold on. What? Okay, let's take a step back here for a minute. This is not capturing anything from the first game. Even Ratchet's overall design is nothing like the first game. I mean, I know that looks really don't matter much, but the story and heck, even the game itself that came out for the movie, it's just as unimpressive as the movie to me. Now, A Crack in Time. I haven't played it yet, so I cannot really judge much on it, but from what I've seen and heard about it, it's pretty good, so I'll give it a chance, but it's not a promise to me that I will feel the same, adrenaline or the impact that the first 4 gave me. Like, the first 4 really captured a lot of maturity and development throughout all 4 games. Like, for example, in the first game, we all know how, if we played that Ratchet had major development character and personality-wise. He used to be a cocky, inconsiderate, vengeful, fame-seeking guy. And in the end, he learned what it was like to be a real hero and blah blah blah. The second game, it was really more of him learning how to be more talented in what he already does and extending it further. In the third game, Up Your Arsenal, it was more or less like he's finally taking authorization and by becoming a commander in a galactic unit of some kind. And the fourth game, Ratchet Deadlock, to me that felt like a finale because of how powerful that one has. And just everything, really. Ratchet was pretty much at his top potential with his, being a true hero and all how mature he was and all of that good stuff. And he said some of the most iconic things in that game I'll never forget. Like, for instance, one of the one thing I can't ever forget that I wish Ratchet would say stuff like this today is in the game near the end. He says to the main villain of the game, spoiler alert, who kidnapped him and Clank and forced him to kill other heroes and blah blah blah. Anyways, it goes like this. I'm not your puppet, Fox. You think I would kill other heroes to get rich? You're not just corrupt, you're stupid. Man, when I heard that when I was little, heck, even today, it gives me goosebumps because it really shows how grown up and developed Ratchet became over the years through up to that point. I mean, he's not that bad in some of the games today, but lately he's been very comic relief kind of a character where he's just too goofy, he's too silly. He's not this awesome hero who had development over the years and became a really strong... No. It's not like that anymore. I mean, I get it. It's supposed to, I guess, appeal to a new, younger audience, but I just say, dude, you're ruining the original potential and the impact it brought to the first generation of the fans to this series, like me and probably many others across the world. Well, not much more I can say, really, so I'm just going to stop this video right here, so share your opinions about what you think of Ratchet & Clank back then and today. Personally, Ratchet was far better and more mature way back in the day. Today, I'll just be honest, I don't like it. Not even a little. I am sorry for those who do, but me personally, I don't like it. Well, everypony, I hope you enjoyed, so feel free to share your responses or opinions, whatever you want. Go nuts. So I'll talk to you guys another time. Have a good one.